Hello, I'm back again. Hello, I'm back again. So, did you all miss me? So, I am going to talk a little bit today about dandruff. So, the reason I chose to speak about dandruff is because someone sent me a message asking about dandruff, and it's not the first, it is one of many. So, let me just start off by saying that you should not be ashamed if you have dandruff. And the reason I'm saying this first is because I found that persons who would come and ask me about the dandruff, they would tell me, hey, I have flakes in my hair and I'm not sure what's going on or whatever, and I'm a little ashamed. So what dandruff is, it is a somewhat of a fungus, right? And basically you do not only get it from uncleanliness, you get it from poor diet, poor circulation, infections, and a number of things. So there's a lot of different things behind a person actually having dandruff, right? Also cross-contaminating. Someone can have it and simply pass it on to you via just being next to someone, sleeping on the same pillow sheets, using the same brushes, combs. So even hairstylists would have to pay close attention to using their tools and equipment and cleaning them. It's nothing new to us hairdressers, so we are very sanitized and knowledgeable about sanitation in that aspect. So we know about it, and I'm hoping that other hairstylists and persons in cosmetology actually practice sanitization to the fullest. So dandruff can come across on your scalp as either white or off-white scales on the scalp. Now, people tend to, or I don't know, well, I think it's people on the whole, they tend to believe like by shampooing their hair with a dandruff shampoo or a medicated shampoo designed for dandruff, and shampooing it once, twice, that it's gonna go. No, it is not. These things are minute in size. You should see the size of it under a microscope. It is very, very small. And what it does, it grows. So it multiplies in damp places, dark places, so hence inside of your scalp. And it can move to different parts of your scalp. Also, it moves down to person's eyebrows and that kind of thing. So it is something that is very, very tedious. And if it is that you really want to get rid of the dandruff, you would have to put in the work and follow the direction of the manufacturers of the medicated or dandruff shampoo. So you have to use it often, right? So because of the high alcohol content in dandruff shampoo, it tends to have your hair dry. So I want to just give some tips on that, on how to shampoo your hair without having the excess dryness. So I usually recommend you have a couple shampoos on hand, because you're not only treating dandruff, I mean, you have to also treat the ends of your hair as well, where the dandruff usually just flows down from the scalp, but it's basically from the scalp that you want to get rid of it. So you would have to also consider the things that I mentioned earlier, which is your diet and infections, certain things that you have to actually see someone, a doctor, about, right? So you want to use the shampoo as directed, as I said, and it will have to be constant. So the tips are shampoo with a moisturizing shampoo first, your first shampoo, and your second shampoo should be the dandruff shampoo, and you should apply it directly to your scalp. Most of these dandruff shampoos have a nozzle tip or a very small tip that would allow you to part your hair and apply the shampoo on your scalp. So you want to do that and try to keep the shampoo on your scalp and not necessarily too much at the ends of your hair. Mostly you want it on your scalp, right? As I said, follow directions. If it is that you need to let it sit for a bit, and I would also recommend a shampoo brush. It does wonders, because a lot of us, well, not me, but a lot of y'all don't shampoo your hair properly. Thanks, Siobhan. Hi. A lot of y'all do not shampoo your hair properly. That is one aspect. And the next aspect is you expect it to work with 1 or 2 or maybe 3 shampoos. You have to have a consistent flow of using the shampoo and massaging and stimulating your scalp via a shampoo brush, right? It helps to get rid of the dirt. Bring it for me. It helps get rid of the dirt and the majority of the dandruff that is on your scalp. For persons that don't know, this is what a shampoo brush looks like. This is just one of there's other shampoo brushes. This is just the back of the hair, and then this is the front hair, right? So it's very easy to stimulate the scalp. So you use it like this, and then you could also do it backwards. This is really good for stimulation and getting build up and scales off of your scalp if you do have. Even if you don't have dandruff, the shampoo brush is a really good handy thing to have in your shower. Just have it there. You will get it at Pennywise. You can get it at Pennywise or any hair supply or beauty supply store. You should get it. Just ask for a shampoo brush and they'll be able to give you one of these. It's really, really good for stimulation of the scalp. And yes, it does work on long hair. Even if you have like dreads and stuff, you work in the scalp. It's really for the scalp to help lift. So you can part your hair with your hands, not necessarily with a comb, you don't really need that, and just pass the brush along the lines of where you parted it, right? So it's really a scalp, and just work on different sections of your hair. Thick hair, any kind of hair you're working on, any kind of hair, just part your hair and use the shampoo brush in this area, part your hair again, use the shampoo brush, part your hair, use the shampoo brush. Right, it would really, really help with that. So persons that actually have the dandruff because of poor stimulation, this is also a way to help with that, right? Other than getting your scalp clean, right? So that is one of the things that I wanted to talk about, so the dandruff. And you really cannot expect the dandruff to leave in 1, 2, 3 shampoos. You have to be consistent, and even if you see results sooner than later, you still need to upkeep with the shampooing and using a medicated or dandruff shampoo for a couple of weeks after. As I said, follow directions, and I will insist that you use it beyond, because these things are so minute, the molecules are so minute that it grows. So if you have one speck of that dandruff on your scalp, it's going to continue growing and it's going to stay on your scalp, right? The next thing is stop wasting shampoo. Like, I have clients and other persons telling me that they find that the shampoo don't last, and use a little bit of shampoo. People say, my hair's so thick and my hair, I have so much hair and I have to use all this shampoo. No, 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 no. And one thing I hate to do is waste. So if just tips on shampooing without wasting the shampoo: shampoo the hair with little shampoo. Give yourself 1 to 3 shampoos. That will depend on your hair type. How often you shampoo your hair as well will also depend on your hair type. It depends on your lifestyle, right? Someone who is outside in the sun a lot, someone who sweats a lot, someone who is in the gym, someone who is active will shampoo their hair more often than persons who don't. So someone who maybe is in an office a lot and maybe moves from AC job and then they go home, they just go out and then go home into maybe an AC house or an apartment, may want to shampoo their hair maybe once a week, and nothing is wrong with that. Once you have a healthy scalp and your hair is fine and moisturized and everything like that. So the amount of shampoo you will, because of the kind of water that we use, because there's a thing called hard water and soft water, and what happens is with hard water you find that you will not get a lot of lather. I know we Trinidadians, we like to see the soapy suds and the bubbles in our hair, right? That does not mean that you did not put enough shampoo. What you would find that with your second shampoo you would see all the lather in the world, right? Since you want to see lather, just wait for your second shampoo. But that does not mean that you have to put 10 pounds of shampoo on your hair. Use with your discretion and just make sure you apply or distribute the shampoo evenly, right? So you part your hair and you can tap, part and tap, part and tap, and use a little at a time. If you need more, you go back and get more and you put. But if you use a whole set of shampoo and then you're like, oh God, you can't put it back in the bottle. Who does that, right? So try to use a little at a time. Use a little, put, if you feel like it needs a little more, put a little more, and shampoo and pull the hair down. One thing we don't want to do when we're shampooing is scrunch our hair up, because that is not how the direction of our hair grows. It grows down or out, right? We have something called cuticles, and cuticles are made up like a Christmas tree. So it's like this going down the line, right? And some of us cuticles are more open than some, right? And we don't want to push the hair up because we're going against the cuticles, right? So you want to always keep the hair in this direction. So you shampoo your scalp and you have your hair, pull your hair down, right? What it does, it maintains nice smooth hair and not damage the cuticle and force it, you understand, to have split ends and all these things. These are the things that make split ends as well, right? So stop wasting the shampoo, right? If you want to see lather, wait for your second shampoo or your third shampoo, right? Another thing that someone wanted me to talk about is the direction of hair growth, especially in men. So men who have like haircuts and they have the sides and back shaved and stuff. Hi Pet, hi Lisa, hi everybody who is joining. Right, so why the person asked me that is because I saw the person brushing their hair in the opposite direction of their hair growth, right? Now, I want you all to for the men, right, the ones that have the short hair, go in front of the mirror and brush your hair in different directions. And when you see that it lays neatly and all the hairs follow each other, that is the direction of your hair growth, and that is the direction you should brush your hair, or else it will not look like it was brushed. Understand? Right. So try to do that and tell me how that works out. It makes you look neater, right? And of course it's going to make the hair stay and want to grow that way, right? Your hair also has memory. So if it is that you keep brushing it in that direction, or it knows that, okay, the hair is going to brush in that direction, it stays and it cooperates. It's nice to you and once you're nice to it, right? So I think that is it for today. So I'm going to be out. All right. Tell me if you all want to hear more you could probably message me in my inbox DMs, right? And I don't mind answering a few questions on my next live. These will complement person that has asked me questions from my previous live. So my next live will be for y'all. Whoever wants to ask questions, just DM me, right? And I will give some tips on that. So stop waste the shampoo and brush your hair in the direction that it is growing. Peace. Bye guys.